I've always had a fascination with art, colors, shapes, and the way they can evoke emotions beyond words. So when I stumbled upon an old art studio while exploring the rundown part of town, I couldn't resist investigating further. The place seemed like it hadn't been touched in decades, the air heavy with the scent of dried paint and time-worn memories. Inside, I found a collection of canvases that seemed to whisper promises of forgotten tales. It was as if each brushstroke held a fragment of the artist's soul. Among the dusty masterpieces, one caught my eye. A painting of a desolate landscape, a twisted tree casting a strange shadow. The hues of red and black seemed to convey anguish and despair, tugging at my own emotions. Curiosity piqued. I decided to take the painting home, as if some invisible force was compelling me to do so. That night, as I lay in bed, the painting hung above my headboard. The moonlight painted distorted patterns on its surface, and I could have sworn the tree's shadow shifted. As I closed my eyes, an odd sense of unease settled in my chest. Whispers like distant echoes trickled into my consciousness, but they were too faint to decipher. Chalking it up to an overactive imagination, I attempted to sleep. The days that followed were marked by an inexplicable compulsion to paint. It was as if the canvas whispered ideas into my mind, urging me to give life to the scenes that haunted my dreams. I painted relentlessly, losing track of time and surroundings. But as I painted, the whispers grew clearer. They spoke of pain, of longing, of a life unfulfilled. I began to see images in the corner of my vision, ghostly figures that vanished when I turned to face them. My once bright studio felt dimmed by an invisible weight. One night, as I labored over a canvas depicting a hollow-eyed figure, a melody began to fill the air. Soft and melancholic, it emanated from nowhere and everywhere. My heart raced as the tune wormed its way into my mind, replacing coherent thoughts with a haunting refrain. And then, my painted figure seemed to move, a subtle shift in posture that defied explanation. Trembling, I looked closer, my eyes widening in disbelief as the figure's lips parted in a silent scream. I stumbled back, knocking over an easel and spattering paint across the floor. The melody grew louder, filling the room with its mournful tune. Desperation clutched at my chest as I realized the figure was stepping out of the canvas, limbs contorting in unnatural ways. Terrified, I retreated from the studio, locking the door behind me. But the music followed, trailing me through the house, its notes warping into dissonance that grated against my sanity. I couldn't escape the feeling that the painting, the melody, and the spectral figures were inextricably linked. Days turned into nights, and I found myself plagued by relentless visions of sorrow and torment. The canvas had become a gateway, an open channel to a realm of anguish and darkness. It was a portal I unwittingly unlocked, connecting me to a tragic artist who had painted their pain into every stroke.